2, replenishment, right? The definition, let me give you the definition. It says the act or process of resupplying, refilling, and renewing yourself. Replenishment for a person can be many things, right? But it's simply put that things that feed and build you up to do what's needed. So it's like being able to eat. You feel me? You got to eat so that you can be replenished and be active and all that other stuff. You're not eating and you tripping, kind of. Like, I'm telling you now, you tripping. This doesn't mean suppressants, right? A lot of people say, oh, my replenishment is da-da-da-da. No, suppressants like drugs, drinking, or anything like that. They're not things that can feed you like food or water. You need food and water. Those other things are kind of suppressants and helps you like calm and have a level of ease. What gives you strength? I have a few examples of replenishment. You feel me? So, reading your Bible, listening to a sermon, listen to your pastor, devotions, motivational speakers, uplifting videos, learning and educating yourself, spending time with your family. But guidance from wise counsel, healthy, encouraging relationships. Now, these are all things that have the ability to replenish you. You feel me? So, and there's possibly some more. I just gave you a few different examples. But these are all things that can replenish you and help you like continue on the good fight and stuff like that. There's definitely times where people need that. Oh, I need that. I needed you to say that. I needed you to tell me that. I needed you feel me? You having those relationships and being that type of person. It's good to be that type of person. You feel me? But it can be draining when you're just that type of person and nobody's feeding back into you. You feel me? So it's like you have to find those means of replenishing yourself, you know? And a lot of those things, especially the first few ones, reading your Bible, listening to sermons, listen to your passion, your pastor, and devotionals, a lot of those also replenish your spirit. A lot of people, you can do some basic things to replenish yourself and your body and all of that stuff, but I think there's very few things that can replenish, and even levels of listening to music, especially good music, music that's good for you. So a lot of people replenish like the physical things in their mind and stuff like that, but they don't replenish their soul. So like you could be replenishing a lot of stuff. If it's not feeding your soul, your replenishment is going to every part of you is going to affect you now if you're not replenishing your soul, right? Now, you've seen your boy put a lot of biblical things up there, right? Now this is because the Bible states Psalms 23, 1 through 5. Whoa, nope. 1 through 3. This is the Amplified version. The Lord is my shepherd to feed, to guide, and to shield me. I shall not want. He lets me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still and quiet waters. He refreshes and restores my soul, life. He leads me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Now, the Lord is referred to as a shepherd, and we are his sheep. He feeds us, nourishes us, and protects us and restores us. Many people get tired because their replenishment isn't him who fills them. You feel me? So if you're not one of God's sheep and nothing like that, all right, like you can live and go through life as well as you can. You feel me? But when that soul isn't filled or like not being fed, you feel me, then everything else is still going to be harder. You even being able to replenish yourself is going to be harder, you know? So it's like, that's where a lot of supplementing, you feel me, comes in, or like suppressants come in versus, okay, I'm being replenished. Things like motivational video speaks on such and gives you a level of motivation, but it won't fill you like God can, right? They say 7 days without God makes one weak. I know it's a play on a word. You feel me? You get it. That's true. He's there to fill you up for the task at hand. You won't have to take so much time off or away from life to go through it. You feel me? So it's like life is going to happen either way. God is there to also help you get through that. You feel me? He's there to help you get through that. Make sure that you're doing enough that you can you could constantly be able to go through life, because life is going to happen in general. You just have to be strong enough and able to handle it and go through it. You feel me? God gives you the strength to have longevity. Of course, you know I got to go to the Bible, and I'm coming from Jeremiah 31:25. And it states, "For I will satisfy the weary soul, and every languishing soul I will replenish." So that means as you go through life and stuff like that, God is there to replenish your soul. We have three different parts of us as human beings. We have mind, body, and soul. So it's like you can fill up a lot of the mind, body, and stuff like that, but your soul is the one that truly can get fed, and it helps the other two also move. You feel me? So it's like without God replenishing your soul, you can't. Other things in your body will also mess up. Your mind could mess up. Your body itself can mess up. And from the soul, your mind and body have the strength to move stronger also. That's why having God or those other healthy means to replenish you is important. Now, this is the third part and the last part. It's the 3 R's. I done gave you rest, right? Replenishment, and this is recreation. Definition of recreation: it is refreshment by means of some pastime, agreeable exercise, or the like. Pastime, diversion, exercise, or other resource affording relaxation and enjoyment. So this is like any of those things that you kind of just enjoy doing. You take time to do. I know a few of mine is drawing. I like watching anime. I like watching movies. I'm a big movie head. You feel me? Stuff like that. So a lot of that stuff is my recreation. I really love being able to create also. So anything I could sit down and do and create, then I love doing. You feel me? And even talking. I like talking to the homies. This art is one that many enjoy. It's to have a level of enjoyment in life. Life doesn't have to be all work and no play. It can be enjoyed. This helps make life a little more easy just because you allow yourself time to enjoy yourself. You feel me? That doesn't mean, of course, overindulge in the flesh. Now, the flesh and just overindulging in the flesh is not going to help nobody. You feel me? It's not going to help anybody. And it's going to, you constantly worrying about or feeding the flesh is just going to, it's going to lead you in the wrong direction. It's not going to help you. Meaning things like the negative pleasure, the negative pleasantries of life, you feel me? Like overeating, sexual pleasure, violence, pornography, and such things. Those recreations are not positive for you. It's not going to help you. It's just going to skew you, and it's hard to like get off that recreation. Like you start doing certain recreations, you just gonna keep going, or you got to do more to have it or enjoy it and stuff like that. So it's like you have to know and understand the recreations that you should do. There are many things that you can partake in that aren't sin or wrong. You feel me? My personal favorites are going to the gym, you feel me? And that's building and helping my body. Social outings, some levels of entertainment, like I said, like drawing, watching anime, stuff like that. You got to even watch out what you watching too. I probably said this a long time ago. But writing, stuff like that. I love doing stuff like that. The Bible speaks on taking breaks and rest and recreation, stating in Mark 6:31, "And he said to them, come away by yourselves to a desolate place and rest a while. For many were coming and going, and they had no leisure even to eat." Now, God is saying this, or this is being said because a lot of us don't take time to just find leisure and slow down and stuff like that, especially in the States. I think out here in Germany, they have a lot more days off, which I think is amazing, you feel me? But they also, their government's a little different too, though. But they take a lot more times off to alleviate themselves, so they, like, around this time, you can't work. Sundays, you're not allowed to work on Sundays, which is crazy to hear, especially somebody who goes to church, who was going to church, like, and doing stuff like that, because you're even supposed to rest on Sunday. So it's like they literally take it literally, and it's like, hey, you're not finna do nothing on this day. But a lot of us don't take that or grasp that. So the Bible literally has to say, hey, take some leisure time. Now, don't misuse or be wrong with your leisure time. Don't do no foul things in your leisure time. But God is saying that, hey, y'all need to take this time. This again explains that God calls us to take moments to have leisure and eat, though again, many don't take that time to. These 3 R's to me help us with longevity in that it allows us to move on more on easy mode, right, instead of hard mode. Many of us like to play on. You feel me? A lot of us like playing on hard mode. I got this idea from a podcast called Modern Wisdom. A guest explained to his son he should live life on easy mode instead of hard. What do you think these forms of life look like? Of course, your boy wrote some examples. Easy mode. This is resting enough, moving with purpose, allowing yourself time for recreation and replenishing. You feel me? You need both of those, right? And do the hard stuff easily. So it's like you have to be able to face challenges and be well equipped for when the hard things come, and you have a whole mind to do those things. If you don't allow yourself rest, you're not moving with purpose, you're not taking time for recreation and replenishing, you're not going to be able to do the hard stuff easier. You feel me? I thank God that I realize this and I'm allowed to do this now, because there's been plenty of times where stuff come up. My parents just was away for a month, you feel me, because they had to do stuff, blah, blah, blah. Of course, I lived on my own before, but I had to make sure my siblings were okay. You feel me? I got 3 of them. I had to make sure my siblings was okay. My sister got to where she needed to go. Now, if I was tired, wasn't getting replenishment, or I had a lot going on, you feel me, then it would have been harder to do. And you know what's crazy? I had to do both. I also had to do the same thing at my job. So at my job, my manager left, and then I was also put in charge. You feel me? So it's like me in any space for this past month. In any space I was at, I had to be the head. I had to be the lead. I had to da-da-da-da. You feel me? Which I thank God that I'm pretty sure that he put me in he put me in scenarios so I can be able to do this already. So it wasn't nothing really crazy or hard, right? So I just had I did what the Lord put on me to do. You feel me? Already. So it's like me moving on easy mode made all those things easier. If I wasn't moving on easy mode, it would have made everything harder. I could have got sick. I would have been home. I wouldn't be able to do blah blah blah. That's living on easy mode. Being able to do the hard stuff. You feel me? Because I'm taking care of myself when the easy stuff is going on. Now, hard mode. What is hard mode? Hard mode. That is overwhelming yourself with tasks, staying up late with negative reactions. You feel me? With negative recreations. You feel me? Or just staying up late in general. Not replenishing yourself so you'll likely become drained and irritable. You feel me? I know, especially when I'm dealing with people or dealing with frustrating people, your boy got to get back in his Bible. I got to replenish myself, because if I don't, then anybody who give me any situation, I'm trying to jump on you. You feel me? Now I'm mad. You feel me? But I have to replenish myself. Now, everything you do is half done, right? Or done poorly, you feel bad and bad habits form. Now you're forming bad habits because of it. You feel me? So now everything is harder. Everything is harder. That's you moving on hard mode. This conversation about longevity is so that you stop moving on hard mode and you think for the future. You're thinking for the future a lot more often so that you can do the things positive for you to do that. Move on. Why are you moving on hard mode? Put your life on easy mode. I know it's not easy to go to sleep sometimes, but you still need to get sleep. I know it's not easy to tell people no when you got to take some time off and you need to replenish yourself. You're going to have to do that. But for you to do these things, you have to know that the great importance of them. You feel me? If you're not even thinking about it, then you're going to get smoked. In conclusion, the Lord your God, right, wants what's best for you. Easy mode over hard mode. the Bible stating in Matthew 11:28 through 30. This is the Amplified version, so you're gonna get a little bit extra. Come to me, all who are weary and heavy burdened by religious rituals that provide no peace, and I will give you rest, refreshing your souls with salvation. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, following me as my disciple. For I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest, renewal, blessed quiet for your souls. For my yoke is easy to bear, and my burden is light. God wants you to have that. He wants you to have a level of peace, stuff like that. He wants you to be able to go through life on easy mode. You feel me? He is there to help you with that. You feel me? Even I'm telling you this so that you can live in longevity, because you don't know. Don't be living like you think you're going to die in the next 2 years. Don't live like that. You feel me? You got to live. It has to be a balance. Enjoy yourself, right? But don't enjoy yourself to the fact that, oh, well, I'm about to just spend all my money because I could die right now. Nah, player, don't do that. Because then if you live to be 60 or 500, you feel me, you're going to be broke by the time you 50. You feel me? So it's like, that's not making sense. You need to live with and have the idea of living so that you can live for a long time. You feel me? I know it's hard for me to say this to homies in bad situations and stuff like that, but you need to be able to do that, even y'all. Because you never know. If you're in a bad situation, a bad neighborhood or something like that, and something do happen, all right, that's one thing. But at the same time, if it don't, and you just still living, and then now you was living so quick that you thought it was going to be gone, come on, man. Come on, bro. Allowing yourself these 3 R's help keep you level-headed to do the task of moving righteously or right, or moving through life on easy mode. It definitely helps you. You got to remember these 3 R's. So everyday tasks don't seem so daunting. Again, rest, you feel me? Replenishment and recreation. You need those 3. I know I got this from possibly Dr. Darius Daniels. I think he was talking about it too. You feel me? Let's move for longevity, please, so we can do and have a quantity of quality. You feel me? I want to have a quantity, a long amount of quality. You feel me? Versus, oh, I just want quality. Or, you feel me? You got to think about both. Thank you for watching. Stay wise. Till next time. You're